Hey everybody, so I'm gonna show you how to make like really great pie crust. Or at least I'm gonna try and show you. I've always been told that my pie crust is perfect. My mother actually complained about it because we use the same recipe and mine would come out good and hers would come out really hard. So I don't know what to tell you if it doesn't come out right. So it starts out with just 2 cups of water. Not 2 cups of water. I'm already telling you the wrong thing. 2 cups of flour. Just all-purpose, regular flour. Not cake flour, not oat flour, nothing like that. Not coconut flour. This is just regular all-purpose flour. And then if you like, you can add like a pinch of salt. And after that, you want to cut up half a cup of butter. I use salted and I just don't put salt in the flour, but if you want to, you can use unsalted butter and then add just a dash of salt to the flour first. It's your choice, but I do just regular salted butter and I just don't add any salt to the flour. So a half a cup of salted butter, chilled, and then you're going to want to cut it into pieces. So as you see, I cut up the pieces of butter, and I also add 3 tablespoons of shortening. I just had a big tub of shortening. You can get it like where it's in like pre-measured quarters, like butter. I like to get it like that when I can, but this particular time, I just had like in a tub. So 3 tablespoons of shortening. And then the next part is just really simple, is you want to use either a fork or a pastry blender, and you just squish it all down until you get like little pea-sized bits. Okay, suggest making the little balls of butter even smaller than this. I'm going to do a little bit more first, but I just want to give you the next part. After that is the hard part, because you want to add ice cold water, but only by tablespoons. Like, try a couple tablespoons, stir it, and then see, how it is. And then you want to add another tablespoon, and then see how it is. Like, because you don't want your dough to get too sticky or too wet. So you want it to be just that perfect texture. And that's the part I think that people are difficult with. And that's something you kind of have to learn as you go along, as to when the dough is ready. So like I said, you don't want it wet or super sticky. You want it to be like a really nice smooth dough. And so this is what you end up with. Yeah, I know it's not smooth like if you're making bread smooth. That's not what I meant. Just not sticky or wet. See? It's not sticking to my fingers. So, and this actually makes 2 pie doughs. So if you wanted to make a double crust pie, bottom and top, this would be enough for that. If you wanted to make 2 one crust pies. So, and then I'm gonna show you how I roll it out. Okay, after I'm done rolling it out, I fold it once and then I fold it again so that I have it like this. And then we can just fold it out into our pie plate. So this is a blueberry oat streusel pie, and as you can see, I used the fork method around the edges, which is the easiest way to flute a pie. You just mash the side of the fork up around it. My mom did that most of the time. It's the easiest way to do it instead of being like ultra fancy. Sometimes I will make a braid out of extra dough and put it around the edge instead, or do something fancier, but for today, just the fluted, because I am exhausted in trying to make pies when I probably shouldn't be. So, here we go. My blueberry streusel pie is going in the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. And here is the pie all done. So, I wanted to give you a few tips about baking the pies, or with pie crust. always make sure that the butter is cold. Shortening doesn't need to be cold. You want, like I said, I put both butter and shortening in it. Just butter or just shortening can be done, but it won't come out the same. It won't be as flaky and it won't be as tender. It's, you know, it's just those ratios is what makes it so good, I guess. Also, if you're making dessert pie crust, this is something I sometimes do. I will add like a 1/4 cup of just plain white sugar in with the flour. And I think those are pretty much my tips. I've got a pumpkin pie in the oven right now, and I'm making my apple caramel pie tomorrow. If you want the recipes for any of these pies in the future weeks, let me know, and I can make that happen. Okay? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it. All those things really help me out. I know this video is very short and kind of rushed. Because I'm rushed and tired. You know, I just recently had that surgery. So, but I wanted to put this together for you guys, because I had a few people say that they really wanted to know how I made my pie crust. So that's really all there is to it. But if you want to know more about pies or some of my pie recipes, let me know down below if you want to see that. And always be kind, even if... No, don't be kind if they don't give you any pie. That's terrible. Bye-bye, kitty cats.